What happens when you take a country where trains apologize for being 20 seconds early and compare it to one where creativity is born precisely from improvisation? Japan and Brazil. Two worlds, two ways of living, and much more in common than you imagine. Today I'm going to show you 6 comparisons between these two countries that will make you rethink what you thought you knew about culture, discipline, happiness, and even about food. And look, if you are one of those who loves to learn about different cultures and discover incredible curiosities about the world, leave a like below and subscribe to the channel, because what's coming will surprise you. Let's go. Let's start with the classroom. In Japan, children don't just study, they clean the school, serve lunch to each other, organize materials, take care of the space as if it were their own home. And it's not punishment, it's not part of education. From a young age, Japanese children learn that being part of a community means taking care of it, that public space is everyone's responsibility, and that no one is too big to sweep the floor. It's a beautiful philosophy, isn't it? Citizenship in practice. Now, when we look at Brazil, the story is different. Here, many schools face a lack of infrastructure, overworked teachers, and devaluation of education. The reality is harsh, but you know what else exists? Incredible projects. There are public schools that are transforming entire communities, teachers who have become everyday heroes, initiatives for community gardens, theatre, music, and sports. Brazilians don't give up easily, and maybe we don't clean our own classrooms, but we teach something else. Human warmth, empathy, and acceptance. Comment here. Did you clean your school, or do you think you should? Now let's talk about transportation, and get ready. In Japan, trains have an average delay of 18 seconds per year. 18 seconds. And if a train is ahead of schedule, the company apologizes publicly. It seems crazy, right? But for them it's respect. Respect for the other person's time, for their word, for the collective commitment. The Tokyo subway transports millions of people a day and works like a Swiss watch, silent, clean, efficient. Now in Brazil, we have a much more flexible relationship with time. Delayed bus, crowded subway, it's part of the experience. The famous "I'm almost there," which actually means I haven't even left home yet. A classic Brazilian. But you know what we have. Creativity. We improvise, we make do, we hitchhike, we share taxes, we create solutions on the spot, and in the midst of the chaos we still find time to chat, laugh, make friends at the bus stop. Does Brazilian public transportation have its problems? Yes, but it also has a soul. And have you ever missed an appointment because of a delay in transportation? Tell us below. Let's get to the table now. In Japan, food is almost a ceremony. Small portions, fresh ingredients, a balance between flavors, colors, textures. Each meal is thought of as a moment of gratitude. There's even a rare expression, raribu, eating until you're 80% satisfied. It's about respect for the body, for the food, for the nature that provided it. In Brazil, we celebrate food in a very different way. Here, there's plenty, there's Sunday barbecue, there's a complete feijoada, there's a plate full to the brim with seconds. We don't just eat to nourish ourselves, we eat to bring the family together, to celebrate, to ease the longing. And look, nobody here is saying that one way is better than the other. They are just different philosophies. Japan teaches moderation and mindfulness. Brazil teaches abundance and sharing. In the end, both celebrate food, but each in their own way. And you, team of the controlled portion or the generous plate, comment below. Did you know that in Japan there are almost no trash cans on the streets? That's right. You walk around Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and you can't find anywhere to throw away your trash. And do you know what happens? People carry their own trash home. It's cultural. It's automatic. Nobody needs a sign saying, "Don't litter." It's simply not done. Public space is treated as an extension of one's own home. In Brazil, we still have a long way to go, but there are already cities that are examples. Curitiba, for example, is a world reference in recycling and sustainable urbanism. Florianopolis has spotlessly clean beaches and environmental awareness programs. And there's more: community beach cleanup events, schools that teach recycling from an early age, NGOs that transform trash into art. Brazilians are waking up. Environmental awareness is growing slowly, but it is. Have you ever participated in a community cleanup? Tell us about a more serious topic. In Japan, there's a word called karoshi, which means death from overwork. It seems absurd, right? But it's real. Japanese culture values dedication, duty, and loyalty to the company so much that many people sacrifice their own health. Endless overtime, constant pressure, fear of disappointing the group. It's a dark side of the sense of collective responsibility. In Brazil, we have a different vibe. Of course, there are people who work incredibly hard, who do 2 or 3 jobs, who chase after things, but in general we value being together, the weekend, the barbecue with friends, the beer after work. We work to live, we don't live to work. And maybe we are not the most productive country in the world, but we are one of the happiest, one of the most welcoming. So, the reflection remains. What is more valuable? Absolute efficiency or emotional balance? There's no right answer, but it's good to think about it, isn't it? And have you ever felt overwhelmed at work? How do you deal with it? Last comparison, and perhaps the most beautiful. In Japan, you can be inside a Buddhist temple with 500 years of history and next to it see a futuristic skyscraper full of technology. Tradition and modernity go hand in hand. Monks using social networks, tea ceremonies next to hipster cafes, traditional kimonos at festivals and bold street fashion in Harajuku. It's a country that honors the past without giving up on the future. And Brazil. We are like that too. We have festivals that blend Northeastern tradition with electronic music. Carnival, which is a cultural heritage and a billion-dollar industry. Deep religiosity that coexists with diversity and modernity. We don't abandon our roots, but we are also not afraid to evolve. We are a young, mixed-race country, full of influences. And that's beautiful, because tradition is not a prison, it's a foundation, it's identity. And modernity is not betrayal, it's expansion, it's courage. Both Japan and Brazil understand this, each in their own way, but they understand. So, after all this, what do we learn? That Japan and Brazil are opposites? Yes, but they are also complementary. One teaches discipline, the other spontaneity. One values silence, one values precision, the other adaptation. And neither is wrong, because culture isn't competition, it's diversity. It's looking at what's different and instead of judging, learning. Japan can teach us about collective responsibility, respect for public space, and the value of education. And Brazil. Brazil teaches us human warmth, genuine joy, and creative resilience. Imagine if we took the best of both, Japanese discipline with Brazilian hospitality, punctuality from there with flexibility, respect for nature from one and the celebration of life from the other. It would be incredible, wouldn't it? So, I want to know from you, which country do you identify with more? Japan or Brazil? Or maybe you're a little bit of both. Leave it in the comments. And if this video made you think, share it with someone who also loves learning about different cultures, because the world is big and the more we learn, the more we understand each other. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.